So
Wow.
let's recap because it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Last that we were all together, everyone was getting information, discussing what they wanted from the church in exchange for going into essentially the basement of the building, coffers, and trying to find um the coin that represents the goddess. On top of this, y'all had gone up to the storage space where they had taken all the items from the disgraced priest.
Descriptions for those.
Yeah, and you guys stated that you were going to divide those up as you saw fit.
I have claimed the stealth cloak.
Okay, so what ended up happening was, by the end of it, you had all gained some items that you're going to disperse among each other now to confirm that you're dispersing.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening was, after you went through all these things, as a party, as a group, you had begun to wind down and you were taken to your rooms. Okay? It was essentially 2 rooms, one for the men, one for the women, to separate, basically, because it's a church, no co-ed living as far as the church is considered. But you guys are allowed the flexibility of being able to come and go as you fit.
Oh, this is gonna be a fucking mess. Gragner and fucking Garum are sharing a room. Oh no.
I will say this, however, one of the things that y'all have noticed is ever since Viera has received that letter and actually sat down to read it when she had she has not been okay. All of you have come to realize that the letter was written in blood, essentially scried together by Vaughn and somehow an out from where you would capture.
Fun.
It is covered in dirt and blood and what could possibly looks like fecal matter. It looks like it's been treated through shit, literally. And she has not been the same. It's been in the back of her head. She's discussed it with you guys, but at this point, she is not capable of really functioning. And Garum has decided to stay back with her to look after her and make sure that she is good.
Okay, so they're not with us.
They're not with you right now.
Shit.
On top of this, the church actually approached you all the day before, stating that they had someone who might be able to help you. He is a disgraced member of the church, so he no longer is under the protection of the goddess, but he still shows some loyalty to the church, doing odd jobs for
Wait, what about Discord?
Kuru, can you introduce yourself and describe your character?
Hello, gents. Hello, ladies. My name is Mad Jack de Coton Viat. Just call me Mad Jack.
Hi.
What do you look like, Mad Jack?
Well, I'm missing a leg, missing an arm, missing an eye. There's a hole in my stomach, but that's another thing.
How are you alive?
It's a long story, and it's best not to be saved, at least in the presence of ladies.
Oh. No. That's the case, then you and I are going to have to step aside so that we can have a conversation. I'm very morbidly curious. But that's the story for another day.
Essentially, one of the ladies who works in the church brings him to you, and basically puts a cuff around his ankle. His one ankle he has, and lets you all know that he is again a disgraced member of the church who, in order to earn his freedom, is going to work with you to try to help the goddess. And with this, he may find himself in graces. He has a thorough knowledge of what the coin looks like and where it should be, as he in the past had attempted to try to take it for himself. So, Mad Jack, you have a good idea of the layout of the map. But it is something that you only got about halfway through before you were caught. And this was after he lost his leg, his eye, and part of his gut. By the way, this was not.
This was not the sole reason.
And so what we're going to do now is you all have entered the area below, and the church has told you that most, if not all, of the traps have been activated as someone basically rummaged through the space and forced their way through. However, you do know that the final door of the coffers are supposed to still be locked. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, and we're going to roll for initiatives. We're only doing it now so that I can keep it for the future, so you don't have to roll it later.
You got it, boss.
All right,
I
and
got a 19.
Give me a second.
Seraphina got a 19. I'm just doing it now so I can have it for later.
Oh no! I have points of exhaustion.
Actually, you've rested for 24 hours. Remember, this is 24 hours after, so you go down 1 level point of exhaustion.
So I'm not gonna lie. As much as it's gonna pain me, he definitely was trying not to go to sleep.
Trying to die?
Oh, I have a thing for it. He's gonna drink the fucking stamina potion. Boom, problem solved.
Okay, so you go down by 1.
So I'm back at 2.
Yeah, but you are forced to sleep in the process. You are forced to sleep a short rest, if nothing else.
This is gonna be rough. I don't think. Just to double check, initiative does not count as an ability check, right?
No, but it is a roll.
Okay, just making sure it's not a disadvantage.
You are at a 1. You're at a 1 for your exhaustion. Taking the potion, you would have still been forced to fall asleep. If you are so far past the capability of staying awake.
So I'm at 1 point of exhaustion right now.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So,
chat, I don't know who all remembers on anyone's stream, but this man has decided to try to go like his whole life without sleeping for God reason.
There's reasons. It's in his notes.
There are reasons. You tell me the reasons, but I'm still laughing at you.
You're laughing at me.
16 is what I got.
Oh God, anything but that's why.
We got 16. Sam, what did you get?
I got an 11.
All right, and Jack, what did you roll?
17.
All right. Yeah, you got
14. You didn't see it.
You said what was it again?
13.
14.
Over here. There we go. Organize these in my spare time.
No, you cannot have my dice, Mr. Kitty.
What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead. You are all entering this space, and you're currently standing between 2 double doors that are open. In the distance, you can see what appears to be some sort of red smudge on the floor. What do y'all want to do next?
You said there's red smudge on the floor?
If you look on my screen, you'll see what you all can see.
Oh,
Wouldn't it make sense to have the players go in the order of their initiative, so that way we don't have people stumbling over each other?
Yep. So the first one would be Seraphina at 19. Seraphina, what are you gonna do? Excuse me. You're in the way. So the doors are opened. If you can see light, you can see into that space.
I guess I'll take. They mentioned there were traps here, right?
They said that most, if not all, of the traps have already been tripped.
She's gonna take a couple steps forward and just kind of look into the other room, I guess.
So, as you look, you begin to unveil more of the space that there is, in fact, blood splattered across the floor. you can actually see yourself that it appears that bodies were dragged. You do know that they said that they had a full group of armed guards and individuals in here, including members of the church who were essentially doing rounds as an extension of the building. But they were forced to lock it down because of something murdering folks. Basically, it was locked from the inside. Whoever was in here trying to defend this location locked the doors and didn't allow anyone else.
Okay.
And they've only recently been able to unlock.
There is no bodies around, or is it just blood?
At this time, you do not see any bodies on the ground.
Okay. Guys, I think this room is clear except there's blood on the ground.
You're currently standing in the doorway. You can see pillars, blood leading against two of the
Do you want
walls.
me to push forward or-
Move. You cannot eat my dice. Move.
Let's. And so, since you're moving into the room, do you want to stand right there and wait for the party to join you?
I guess while I'm waiting, I'll walk over here and just kind of, I guess, investigate these two doors if I'm able.
Okay. So you are sitting essentially right here. Let me go ahead. I'm actually gonna.
Oh, is it not updating as I'm like moving?
It is. It is, but it doesn't save it.
Oh,
So essentially, no, that's not what I want to do. Control L.
I like it.
So the door that is to your right, or to the right of your character, as we're looking down on the screen, is shut. When you mess with the door, you find that it is actually like jammed shut. You can't open it one way or the other. There are two other doors that you see that appear to be open, and those are the two doors directly in front of you.
okay. Guys,
Yes.
there's blood everywhere.
Well, didn't they say that somebody had already come down here and triggered some of those traps?
Yeah, but I didn't know there was gonna be this much blood, and like I
Oh.
don't know, y'all should come here.
That oh, as in oh no, that's a lot. I didn't
Well,
expect
it was
that much
more of
blood.
Do you not see? Well, I guess you haven't. Look, the traps that they like to use are not necessarily just catch you and punish you later. It's more of your punishment is being down here in the first place.
So you use traps like we do, the ones that'll kill you.
Correct.
Also, I would like to note, DM, I do have my stealth cloak on.
Okay, you do.
Since I
All right.
claimed that, and then
Oh.
I think Fran took the deck.
You did take the deck, yes.
Fran took the deck of trap. You took the self poke. Ragnar, what did you take?
All the stuff I found. I can send you a list of everything I specifically took.
Did y'all give Sam anything?
We have not yet. I don't know if Sam was in the room while we were.
You guys were basically overnight prepping
okay.
for the being here.
Okay, Sam, do you want a healing dagger, a bracelet that throws daggers, or do you want a small gold box that's good for magic?
What color is the bracelet?
It is elven made with 3 gems. I think they were purple and green. 2 green, 1 blue. 2 green, 1 blue gem.
And it's a
Oh,
gold.
yeah, give me that
It's a
shit.
golden bracelet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, give it.
So, if you could, did you post what those
They
were?
should be in the campaign chat.
Yes, I believe they are. Because I think I put them in.
Yeah, if you're able to go into the voice chat, there's like an actual like chat thing.
Chat,
voice chat
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
I hate that. It's like I don't know what to say. Voice chat or
Yeah, the voice chat. The
Yeah,
chat
the voice
So
chat.
chat.
there's the conjuration bracelet that's elven made, 3 gems, 2 green, 1 blue, 3 charges per long rest, hidden dagger. Conjures 3 daggers to be thrown, d6 per dagger plus wisdom mod for damage. Dagger of healing magic, healer dagger. 3 charges to heal fallen allies, 1 charge to heal. 3d6, 2 charges, roll against wisdom DC of 13 or half, blah 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 blah. They're all there.
yeah.
I'm gonna take the bracelet, please and thank you.
All right. So when you get the chance, go ahead and add that to your character information that you have that bracelet.
Will do.
Again, it's in the whenever you hover over the voice channel that says campaign AASB, there's a little open chat. You can click on that, and it's the second from the bottom.
Yeah, I see where the voice chat is.
The voice chat
I
chat.
think that voice chat.
Yeah. And I also sent you a list of the stuff I took in a DM. Just in case you didn't remember. Just in case you didn't remember.
God. I hate this so much. It decided to zoom in.
It's like, I'm gonna zoom in and watch this.
Yeah, it legitimately decided to zoom in.
That's why I have all of the icons like.
There it is. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you gotta hover over the icon to go ahead and go.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option. Well, shit.
I have to go into like the settings.
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble in there.
Okay. So next in line for the go around. So you had Seraphina is going to be Jack at 17. So Jack, if you're watching my screen, you should be able. If you're watching my screen, you should be able to see your character.
Right. All right. I see you.
All right. So where do you want to move your character?
I'll be right back.
I'm just asking because of the amount of issues of even getting on the voice chat that I had. Which way are we generally heading towards? Are we heading down?
You're heading towards the south area where you see Fran and Seraphina or Calypso, actually.
Okay. Give me a sec. Need to check some. Guess what I'll do is I'll go ahead and hobble on over further south into the next room, or as close as I possibly can go.
All right, so you're able to get here. You're also in the room with them. You're able to see the blood they were talking about. You see the door that they tried to open and it's completely like closed. You can assume it's either barricaded or broken. And you see 2 other doors that are both creaked open. You can actually see inside of them. One has a shit ton of blood that you can see going down as far as the light will take. And the other is essentially a long hallway that you can't quite see the end of.
I say, ladies and gentlemen, if my time in the trenches has taught me anything, it's the one with the most blood is the one with the treasure, or whatever it is we're trying to find.
You want us to follow the gushing blood?
Fuck that.
The blood appears to be dried, probably from around when the first shutdown of this whole area happened, about 2 years prior.
So you want us to follow the blood?
Well, it only makes sense. The cleanest way would obviously have something absolutely devastating behind that.
It's fair. Question: which one? There are 2 doors here.
The one that's closest to the eye that I cannot see out of, young lady.
I'm a man. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My eye is really bad.
It's okay. Do you know what? It's the hair. Oh, you were down here. You tell me which way you decided to take.
When you had originally come down here, you did go down the main path that you see the blood.
Fuck that.
Blood path, Aaron. There's 2.
This one down here.
That's the thing.
This one is barricaded and you can't quite get.
You're hilarious. I got an idea.
So, from what I understand, we need to possibly go down this corridor where there's plenty of blood splatter. From what they told me, the trap should already be triggered, so it's not like we're going to be running into anything we don't expect. But we should probably still take our time going through. Don't want to trigger anything that they didn't already trigger.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
it could have been small.
That's what I'm saying. Ragnar could be small enough that it might miss if we.
Would you really like to put your companions in danger?
No, I'm just saying Ragnar might be a good whatever to check the traps.
But it could also be something that is a low trap.
Oh, I see what
as
you're
far
saying.
as we know, it could cut his head off and cut off our legs.
I see what you're saying now.
So, it would still be safe for us to go cautiously. How should we go about this, however? And I'll turn to Kudu, what was your character's name again?
Mad Jack.
Mad Jack.
Mad Jack. So, Mad Jack, tell me, what kind of trap should we expect going forward? I don't like going into the dark or stumbling around.
So, Jack, the information you had on this location is that there was a mixture of traps from pitfalls, spikes, to cleavers that come out of the wall, gas, poison. There was also, at one point, invisible walls that would crush you. All in all, there were quite a few different types of traps, but you made it exactly 30 feet past this exact hallway before you were tackled by the guards and were dragged back.
Alright. Well, would you like to take your luck with being sliced, poisoned, fall down a massive trap hole, or anything else that you would like? Honestly. I didn't get that far. A man with one leg can't really get that far, and I can't really whack someone with a cane. While I can't see a damn thing.
You know, this way. It's very insensitive of me, I do apologize.
It is alright, young man. Just the ramblings of a cantankerous old man who should have died in the trenches.
No, it's
I don't
okay.
think so.
Fran's kind of Fran.
We've only just met. You don't know what me being Fran means, but
I mean, I know enough, but...
Would you like to know more? It's okay, we have plenty of time. Are we the rest of our lives?
Alright, and with that, we're going to go ahead.
My room, someone else's room.
With that, we're going to...
Body.
I could do that too.
No.
That'd be real nasty. Next is going to be I've got to remove this. Actually, sorry. Next is going to be Gragnar.
Hey, that's me.
So
I'll saunter myself into the room where everybody else is.
Okay, so you make it to about here,
Mhm.
and that's when you hear Fran talking about doing someone's dead husband.
Gross.
I didn't say
How-
that.
Is this just people blood or is this also monster blood?
Good question. I don't know.
I'm gonna lick the floor.
No.
I'm gonna see if I can
Okay.
tell.
Ragnar, you lift the floor. It is. You can taste the iron, the
Mhm.
blood. You can taste it, and then as you're leaning down and you lick, there is the slightest hint
Mm.
of a smell that's familiar, but you're not quite
A
sure.
smelly smell.
Smells, and it's not the iron that you're tasting. It's not the iron that you're smelling. You look down and you see what looks like a bit of an ooze on top of the blood that's dried as well, and it doesn't really have a flavor, but there's this pungent smell of like have you ever had like the smell of a slug that is melting and rotted?
I can
That is-
imagine that.
That is the smell that you're picking up, like a slime or something
Gooey,
that was very, very pungent, despite being dry and sitting here for probably about 2 months. It's a very pungent thing.
This
There's no
tastes
flavor.
familiar. This tastes familiar, and I don't know why. Also, I don't want to go that way. That blade sounds like death. I say we go to the barricaded way.
Well, there's 3 doors. Okay, so you have the barricaded doors that you can't get through. You
I
have
can
the
fix
bloody
that.
doors, and then you have the doors that are open. There's no blood going down them whatsoever.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question here. Did they specify we weren't supposed to break anything?
They want you to get the coin and get out. That was what they had said.
So no breaks. Okay, cool. I say we go through the barricade. I'm not because there's a giant blood trail going down the other one. That sounds like death.
There's blood on both of them.
I know, but
The
there's
blood
more.
trail.
There's more going that way.
Again,
Blood
there is
trail could also show us that the traps have already been triggered and it's the safest route. Despite being the most disgusting, the safest. Whereas the other door number 2, as you put it,
as your
Numero
be.
doso.
Sam. Do you want to
Did you
enter the
just
room
say
while you hear their
doso?
bickering?
Oh, hi, Sam.
Hi. Yes, I would. I'm gonna saunter in there. Also before I enter the room, I'm gonna make sure that my legs, I turn safety off on my legs.
All right. There's a
Um,
click that y'all hear from behind you, and you turn around as you see Sam walking in, and they flip a switch on the back half of their leg, and as you hear the safety from her weapon go loosen or flick off.
Oh, I thought we triggered something. Thank God.
The question.
Oh
Okay.
no, that's just,
We have
when you get
one.
my age, everything starts to click, honey.
Let me think. I mean,
That's none of your business.
damn.
Ragnar, I'm listening to you. What would you like to say?
Do we want to at least check out the barricaded way? Because I can probably fit through there, honestly.
You want to put
I
yourself
was
in danger?
saying.
I'm just gonna look. I'm not gonna go all the way in. I'm not gonna just get blown
Right,
up
and
for
you're
no
going
reason.
to poke your head in, and it's going to come back out off your shoulders.
Nah, it's fine. I'll still be in the.
And you still live here.
Oh.
Front, you have come down here.
Venus! Hi, Venus. Hi, Venus.
Very far into the coffers. You've never been to the main storage of the coffers, and
But I know about the traps.
you actually would know about a handful of the traps. Mostly because as a nosy little kid, you tried to come down here a couple times.
Ooh.
You are someone who enjoys searching and discovering things.
Adventure!
Oh,
Oh my
You're
god.
telling me that Fran as a 5-year-old didn't come down here and be like, ooh, I'm gonna sneak around.
No, he was just following the nuns.
Safety
thirsty motherfucker.
Oh my god.
And friend,
Hey, DM.
What? Friend, need milky.
Oh my god.
and then
Yeah.
like, friend,
Milky,
three like the rest of us. And friend.
milky.
Suddenly, fucking Yolanda said, well, you can suck from me.
Never mind, I'm not thirsty anymore. Goodbye.
Fucking runs back up to his room. No, I'm not thirsty no more. I'm good.
What even is milk?
I just realized I am lactose intolerant.
As y'all are all like discussing whether or not Fran knows anything, Fran has stared off for about 20 seconds, remembering the horror that is this memory.
He like
Hey,
shakes his
DM.
head.
Yes.
Look, yes,
Mm.
I've been down here before. I know about the traps that they put down here. All extremely dangerous, only getting more and more and more dangerous. Poking your head in isn't going to solve it. Throwing a pebble in isn't going to create the trap from setting off. It isn't going to do anything for us unless we take things cautiously. Be aware of our surroundings. Listen
Seraphina?
for a trap being triggered.
Yes.
You do hear suddenly there is some rustling from the barricaded room,
Fran, shut up.
What?
and just as quickly as you hear it, stop.
I'm gonna slowly go over to the other door and see if I can hear it some more.
So the barricaded doors, one is closed completely, while the other one is partially ajar. But it's almost like someone took as many tables and boxes they could and slammed it up against that door from the inside. As you peek through, you have very little vision. Like looking through a keyhole with just a little bit of light. And as you do, you in fact, for a split second, see what looks like a black form move across your vision.
There's something in that room.
Someone.
You know what? Suddenly, I don't want to go in there. Let's go down the blood trail.
Hey, Gregnar, have those barrels.
I don't have the barrels, but I have some vials. No, like potion bottles full.
How big of an explosion would it cause?
I thought you wanted us to be cautious.
I was already thinking about that.
This is about
Without throwing caution to the wind.
I
Exactly.
already thought that.
Ragnar, you have not tested them at full capacity yet.
There's
put them
pillars
in-
for us to hide
Oh,
behind.
no.
Damn,
These are just potion bottles full of fucking gunpowder.
I understand that, Ragnar. You have not tested them, nor have you tested your jelly.
Fire jelly.
Yeah, your fire jelly at full capacity.
Oh no.
So you have not tested them yet.
It's fine. It's fine. Field testing always works out in our favor.
So friends,
As-
we'll walk over to
Yeah, as
Walk
Ragnar
over
says
to-
it's fine.
Wait
He
a
also
minute.
walks over.
Wait a minute. Wait. This is kind of an ass backwards way of doing this, don't you think? Like, here's the thing. Either we
Fred's gonna walk over to you, put his hand to your mouth.
Why did nobody tell me I was reverbed? Oh my god!
We were getting a reverb from you.
No, not you. Fucking stream. Apparently, I've been reverbed
Oh,
on stream the entire time.
Fred walks all the way. Y'all watch Fred put his finger onto Sam's
Mhm.
and goes, "It's fine." And then he walks all the way to the other side of the building and
damn it.
hides behind the
I
pillar.
was literally about to do the same thing.
Sam's diving over
I'm
there.
gonna let you do that, Ragnar.
And
Actually,
we're
you
gonna
know what? No, I'm gonna go back up here.
Jack, what do you do in this moment as everyone is hiding as the Cobalt begins putting a bottle or two of what you assume to be an explosive
Bottle or two. You're hilarious.
How many are you putting down right now?
Hold on.
As a DM, I do need to know this.
Oh, God.
Enough for us to throw caution to the wind. Yes, request.
Okay, I did have the foresight. I did have the foresight of having another bottle. Shush. I have another bottle that has the fuse powder in it, so I'm not going to be standing directly in front of it.
And then Fran's gonna peek out. Hey, Ragnar.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question. How big of a boom boom are we thinking here?
So I may have not tested this yet to see how big the explosion
Before
is.
you even finish your sentence, I'm gonna walk back over to Sam, pick her up like bridal style, and walk her into the other room.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna go in here.
I'm turning off dynamic lighting. So y'all can see everything now. Can y'all see everything now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So I've turned off dynamic lighting. Oh boy, Ragnar, you should be able to move your character now and roll 20.
Hold on.
Well, you might want to move, Kudu.
Yeah, Kudu.
And Sam.
So Jack, where do you want to move?
Is there any pillars that would take the blow of the
So there are pillars, but you see everyone else running to the back room where y'all just came in from.
A lot of you are cowards. I'll be hiding behind a pillar.
Do you hide behind the closest pillar or the furthest pillar?
The furthest.
Because you're all cowards. You're all cowards as he runs to the farthest pillar. Ragnar,
I've seen what explosions could do. I've already lost my leg. I don't need to lose the other one.
You have enough to get behind the small pillar with your fuse. So you're going to be the closest when you go to light it.
Okay.
The maid, what are you talking about? He just goes.
Yep, that's literally what the plan was.
All right. So how many vials end up what do you put down?
Fran, go big or go home, or nah?
Oh, big.
Oh, go big. I have 6 health potion, like empty health potion bottles filled with black powder. I'm using all 6 of them.
He's gonna walk over before Ragnar puts anything down.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna try to push the door a little bit to get like just a smidgen of a crack open. So he can assess how much is necessary.
So with your background, you would have some knowledge of explosives, not a lot. Some. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Oh, I am a smart boy. I'll tell you that. Hot damn! How does a 21 sound?
Sounds
Oh,
good.
also, did you put me down in the other room, or are you still carrying me beetle style?
No, I put you down in the other room.
Okay, good.
So you knock on these doors, you start checking them, and you realize that these are solid steel doors with gold plating on them. You're gonna need probably to bust open the door. You're probably gonna need about 3 of the vials of explosives. But in order to make sure you blow through the actual stuff behind there, you're gonna need 4. And you would even recommend a little bit of that jelly.
Oh, hang on. So Ragnar, how many bottles would you lifting up? Like how many would you?
I have my bag of holding, so I've just been pulling them out. I have 6 of them.
He's just like no.
Mm-hmm.
Put 2 back in your bag, like without saying anything. He just grabs your hand, pushes it back into the bag.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "This will be good." And then maybe some of that. What is that? What is in this?
So, okay, I'm gonna tell you now. I don't have a measurement for this. I just know the exact words that Aaron told me is the goblin gave me a big jar.
He's gonna
It's
do
a
the
gallon
same thing
jar.
he did to Sam.
It's a gallon jar.
Oh, it's full!
He's gonna put his finger to your to your mouth and be like, "You trust me."
Sure. You got me a bunch of not explosive powder. Looking around for the
He's gonna, like,
narc.
He's gonna like clap his hands together and like rub them together, and he's like, "And if this works, my friend, I'll get you even more."
Fuck yes.
Don't encourage him.
Put it down, and then we can just light it from afar.
Okay, so
So, Greg, Ragnar, you put it down. You put some fuses in the bottle so that they don't actually follow the trail.
Mhm,
You leave the
mhm.
fuse out about a foot, and then you get another 15 feet of the.
I'm gonna try and put the other two, all the bottles down anyway.
So as soon as Fran leaves the room, Ragnar reaches in and grabs the last two bottles and just gently puts them there.
Snapchat dies.
A loveless Alexander says,
Damn. Oh, this is gonna be funny.
If Matt Jack dies,
Mhm.
Ragnar, I swear to God.
Oh
we
my
just
god.
got him.
I'm
You're
not
gonna do
used.
it now.
Yes.
I will never take it. It will take a lot more than just me.
So we'll take a couple scoops of fire jelly and throw it in there as well, and then
Jesus Christ.
I mean that's what I was told to
I'm
do.
gonna go pee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that.
You put 2 scoops of fire jelly on the door, like in the crevice at the bottom, so it explodes underneath it. And then you go ahead and wipe your shirt with what little's there, trying to make sure to get it off you. And you lay the line. Ragnar, I want you to go behind the pillar,
Mm-hmm.
the short pillar, because that's as far from it as you can get.
Uh-oh. I cannot move my token.
I'm gonna go a little further back. I'm gonna go into the actual entrance.
I'm gonna cast
Okay,
mage.
you think-
I can't move my token yet.
Okay, give me a second. Literal demon, edit. Do this. I'm gonna add your literal demon underscore. Okay. Save changes.
Okay, I'm back. Did you blow it up yet?
No,
No,
not
not
yet.
yet.
Not yet.
Are you able to move your character now?
Hold on. No. Let me refresh. Let me refresh.
We gotta get you Opera GX, mate, because I don't know what the fuck's going on with it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I was already thinking about swapping to it anyway. Yes,
I'll
not
move you. I move you behind here,
Mhm.
and y'all see Ragnar sit there. Ragnar, how do you want to light this?
That's as far as I can get, can I? Because I was gonna use use Firebolt.
You could use it from further away, but it's gonna be hard to hit that.
What's the range for Fireball?
It's more about
120.
accuracy. It's more
Yeah.
about accuracy in this one.
I have a second idea so that I don't get blown the fuck up completely.
Do me a favor, go to the front room, and underneath the TV, on one of the shelves is my dice tower. I'm going to
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
This is why I moved back more.
They're back to you.
So my idea, this is what I'm gonna run by you. This is what I'm thinking. See if I can do. Can I use Firebolt and then as the explosion's going off, try and use control flames around myself so I don't get burned?
No, because unfortunately, no. Because
Okay.
of how
Oh well.
those spells work. But what you can do is
Mhm.
pray. What would you like me
Wait.
to
Ragnar,
tell
would
your
you be-
family?
Ragnar, would you be able to immediately use shield afterwards? Or...
That's what I was thinking. I'm definitely casting mage armor before I do this shit. Oh, wait! Nope, I have a better idea. Hold on. I have a better idea. This might actually help. What is it called? Because I got a new spell.
You spell.
Yeah, what the fuck's it called? It's third level. Hold on, I gotta raid. Hold on. Hey, what's up, Raider Sabo? What's up? Thanks for the raid. Welcome. Welcome to the void. Ahoy, it's me.
Whatever hell he deems worthy to protect himself.
But yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Literal explosion that he's about to do.
Yep, welcome to the void. Thank you for the raid.
Shield when the explosion goes off and it hits me.
If it hits you, yes, you can use shield.
Okay.
Because it would essentially protect you from damage.
But yeah, we're gonna get back to D&D. Thank you for the raid. Hold on. Okay, I have an idea. I have a new spell. So I'm gonna blow it up and then cast Gaseous Form. Oh, excuse me, Ashen Form, because we did the flavor text on it.
Yeah. So you can light it, and then you'll take Ashen Form.
Mm-hmm. So it's not like full, like no damage. I have resistance to non-magical damage in that form.
Yep. So you go ahead. Are you going to use a match, or are you going to use a flint? Or are you going to use?
Hold on, let me see what I have in my pockets.
Everything and anything.
I mean, honestly, at this point, now that I have a bag of holding. Wait, what is the range on this? I have to fucking touch it. Fuck. Because I have Ignite. I can't just, like, throw something at it.
You can just, because again, you're 15 feet away from where you put it. You would have a good, I would say, a good 15 seconds. We'll say it's 5 seconds per square foot, or per 5 foot area. You'd have 15 seconds to turn it into your Ashen Form and essentially protect yourself.
This is a terrible idea. I shouldn't do that. I really shouldn't do that.
Terrible idea.
Nah, I have an idea. The idea is walk over, use Ignite, and then immediately go Gaseous Form and try and move.
But you've already laid everything out. You're 15 feet away. So
how far does the fuse go out? Because I have fuse powder.
Everything is using the fuse powder. You're able to be 50 feet out.
Oh, I'm just going to use Ignite then and touch the fuse powder and then to activate Gaseous Form.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone, you're watching Gragnar as he ignites the fuse
with my finger.
And he immediately turns into this ashen form, like ash floating in the air. And
I like to imagine. I just turn like slowly turn gray and then just like blow away in the wind. Yes, exactly.
As you see this, you hear over the course of 5 seconds, and then 10 seconds, you hear, and then 3, 2.
Oh God!
I told you. What did I say before the session started? Gragnar was about to commit some war crimes. Well, if anything's in the other room, it's probably not going to be in there for very much
longer. Can I say I can't? Okay, do we know the range of this explosion yet?
No.
No, you do not.
So I'm glad I'm taking half damage currently.
That is going to be, because of where you're hiding, Gragnar, you got full cover because that is a pillar. In fact, everyone has full cover. But the explosion would have done no less than 47.
Yeah, that would have outright killed me. Yeah, that would have outright killed me.
The explosion you hear is this loud booming that echoes, and there is dust everywhere. And and when the explosion goes, just faintly, Ragnar, you're the only, just faintly, you hear a from the other side of the room. And it takes probably about 30 seconds for the sound to clear as it clears, Ragnar, you peek in and you see what looked to be a red smear, a corpse thrown against a pillar that is absolutely just jaded torn, and another one
those
thrown.
ratios were great.
Another one that is thrown over what appears to be 2 originally dead bodies into another door. As you look through, you do in fact see that like one of them looks like a red smear right here, just absolutely done. And the benches, the chairs, everything that was up against this wall has been thrown back. The one that's here in the back corner has a table literally on top of it, and it just looks like pale white hands on the other, like, side to side of the table. The fucking one that, the one corpse that actually hit the door is like flat, head up on the ground. You know, like upside down but leaning against the wall.
Yeah.
Like Bro got flipped. Bro got absolutely flipped and thrown into that.
God
Oh
damn.
my god. So the one that's in front of the door is still alive?
No, the one in front of the door is a smear.
No, the other side, the other door.
He seems to be twitching, but it's as if like if you took someone upside down and stuck them in the corner with their neck being in the corner. So like
Yeah, scorching ray. Fuck that.
And you immediately cast scorching ray, and it catches on fire.
Oh my god.
It bursts into flames.
Knock it off and fine.
So, for player purposes, I'm going to go ahead and all go ahead and just kind of walk towards the room.
Oh shit! Fuck! Oh shit! I can hold this for an hour. Fuck yes! Ashen form is fucking lit.
Form, and as you all begin to walk into the room, there's that smudge on the ground, and you see what looks like to be like almost like a tendril of some sort is like splattered across the space. As you where are you going?
Going this way because I've been trying to tell you the door won't open. Won't let us go anywhere.
I will get you through. Don't worry. I can let you through.
I'm so confused.
What?
The wall was stopping them from entering because of the fact that like I put a wall there because originally that wasn't supposed to be like an entrance.
Yeah, we made a new one. I didn't like that direction.
we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and start from the beginning of y'all walking in. So Seraphina, you walk in and you see initially a giant fucking red ass smear on the ground, and it's a pale red. It's not normal like the rest. It's very pale red, almost whitish in texture, and it is essentially just bits of fabric and everything spread out, and then there's like a single tendril in the middle of it that you don't recognize what this kind of tendril looks like. It almost looks like a squid or an octopus's tendril.
Fuck did you do, Ragnar?
I blew it the fuck up and cleared us a way to go through. I knew that shit would work. Fuck yes, I need to make more.
Very useful in the trenches.
I am thoroughly afraid of everything you have.
I mean, they're all dead. We don't have to deal with them. I shot that dude that's on the wall full of holes, so we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Are the tentacles still intact and moving?
The one tendril in the middle of the floor is kind of squirming.
Going to pick that up and put it in my bag for reasons.
Brad, as you pick it up, you begin to think about something, and you go to check the next nearest body. You go to check the next nearest body, looking behind the table that has plastered this poor bastard to the fucking pillar.
Yeah.
And you see something quite disturbing. You see a creature that seems to have tendrils instead of a mouth.
Oh no.
Oh, he dropped the tentacle.
And you recognize the symbol. You recognize the face and symbol of the Kingdom United in that face. The Kingdom United's emblem is a creature with 5 tendrils that reach out, wrapping around stars. And
any of them still alive?
This one is dead. The one over in the other corner is lit on fire and just burning away, twitching on the ground.
I try to put them out quickly.
You try to put it out, but as you do so, what little charred remains don't quite look like the others. This one looks as if the tendrils are coming out of an actual mouth, an actual orifice with glowing yellow eyes that have since faded to a dull orange. And it seems to have been somewhere between the form of your God King and a human.
I'm gonna go back to this tentacle person, and I'm gonna take a close look at the symbol on it's on their forehead, right?
So normally they would have the God Kings have a symbol of a star on their forehead. These creatures do not. They seem to be unmarked for the most part.
Where the fuck did you come from, and why are you down here?
With
What was
that,
that?
with that, Sam.
Sky reminds me of my ex-boyfriend.
Sam, Ragnar, Jack, you all come in as well. And it's kind of a free moment where you can look around.
Can I say that I'm investigating these dead bodies that were already here?
Yes. You start looking through those dead bodies. Roll an investigation check for me.
I'm also keeping Ashen form up because I can hold it for an hour.
I don't see.
And it takes an action. I can just go back to fucking Ash.
I rolled.
What's up, Sam?
Oh, I was gonna say, can Sam come on
Yeah, you can go up and try to help the
the
investigation.
other side?
Yeah. So which body are you helping? Are you helping investigate the normal, what look like human bodies?
No,
Yeah.
no. I was saying, can I go up to the door over here and see if I hear anything else on the other side?
So you listen to the other side and you don't hear anything.
Okay.
You do see that there's blood that is pulled through that space. You don't see anything.
Okay.
If you want, you can open the door. As for
No, I'm good.
As for
Don't open the door.
Calypso, you see that they're wearing the armor that the church told you that their soldiers wear. When they're like down here guarding the golds of the church. And as for Jack, what are you doing right now?
I was gonna help out with the investigation too.
Okay, so you're gonna go over to the bodies, and you're gonna also roll investigation. So you're gonna help Seraphina. So Seraphina, go ahead and or Calypso. I'm sorry, Calypso. Roll with advantage this time because at this point Jack walks over and he starts going through the armor with
11.
18.
Okay. So with that, y'all average out at about 13 or so. You find that they have been their armor is intact, but it seems like they suffered hemorrhaging, and and it almost appears as if blood is just pouring out of their nose, eyes, and mouth. You look through, and their jaw has been dislocated. And as you look through, it's almost as if something had crawled out of their mouth.
That doesn't look good.
Fran, what were you up to?
I was going to say, are there any documentations, books that I would know about that they'd be holding on to, considering where they're from?
As you look through them, you start looking through the body. Roll an investigation check for me.
Absolutely. Give me 1 second to pull up my investigation. Oh, dope. I get a +7 investigation. Cool. Let me see. I got a 17 +7.
Okay. So as you start investigating the bodies, the thing that sticks out to you the most is the fact that there are only supposed to be 5. And this doesn't even look like the God King. There's only supposed to be 5 God Kings who share this form, and you've only met 1 or 2 of them a couple of times. And that was because you had done something so great for the kingdom that they personally thanked you. You remember that they talk to you not with words, but with their mind. They reach out to you. And you remember the fact that they told you their story of how they came to the kingdom and united it as one when it was divided, fighting the other monstrous races, as they refer to those who aren't human elf.
This doesn't seem right to me, considering their form is against everything that the Kingdom United would stand for.
Yeah, you recognize that the God Kings take on these forms as protectors. That's what you're taught, that this form they take when they're protecting them. But they can look human as well. And as someone who was looking towards the promotion that you were trying to get, you've been privy to information that would allow you to detect. So you know that they have the ability to communicate via the mind and even appear to be able to read your mind at times. When you're searching their body, you do find a short a notebook on the person. And it seems, when you start scrolling through it, it seems to be research of some sort. It refers to the coffers. It refers to a young woman, who is who seems to be the only one capable of carrying on, but they don't say carrying on with what. And that she is being held in the what they refer to as the nest.
Do I know what that is?
You don't. You've never heard of something called the nest before or anything like that referred to by God King.
Okay, I'm going to take this book and take it with me. I'm gonna put it in my bag.
All right.
Do I notice?
You were investigating the body. I would say no. You were focused on investigating the body yourself, as Fred was. The only one who would have noticed would have been Gragnar, because he's been standing in the background, kind of just taking in the explosion he caused.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, Gragnar, you would see Fran doing this, unless, Fran, you want to roll a sleight of hand.
No, I'm not trying to be secretive.
Okay. So, Gragnar, you see Fran grab a book, skim through it, and look a bit confused, put it in their pocket. Let's see. As this is all going down, Sam, you said you were listening to the other side of the door. You don't hear anything. As you listen, though, you do hear a slight clip, like a mechanical device that's broken. As you take the time to pay attention.
Question. Do we want me to go check out the other room? Because I can kind of turn into ash currently.
That's something you feel safe doing.
I mean, out of character, I take half damage from everything else.
So, but does anybody else hear this clicking, or am I the only one that hears this clicking?
Well,
you're the one listening in. Everyone else is doing their own thing.
And I'm across the room, so.
Yeah. So you're the only one who hears it.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn to everybody, and I'm like, hey, there's some, like, mechanics or something on the other side. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds hella like a trap to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they came from that way, odds are the trap has already been triggered. That could be something else.
And again, you're
like
hearing
a consistent clicking. Like
a broken mechanism trying to set off or something like that.
So
what we can assume is broken.
Hopefully.
And it's gonna drop character for a moment. Just kind of like push, and I mean like push, like hands on their shoulders, push them aside, going past Sam, and he's gonna enter through the door.
Rude.
I'm like,
as
fucking guy.
Sam pushes, as a friend pushes through the door, the first thing you see is this 10 by 10 space that had dozens upon dozens of spikes that appear to have gone off and been broken. You see flesh and meat in the holes of the spikes, but it's this clicking noise. And you can see a couple of spikes trying to go up as if they're caught on something, but they can't pop back up. And as you work your way around, you come in and you see about a half a dozen dead bodies piled up in front of this major double door. And there appears to be just fuck ton of blood and gore. These bodies look as if they were almost dissected. from your initial stare. There's clean cuts. It's not jagged. They also appear to have suffered the same hemorrhaging that was seen on the other bodies, where their noses and mouth and their jaw is busted open. In fact, one of the guards' jaw appears to be missing. Their chest plates have been removed, and they're.
I'm gonna walk over to a couple of the bodies. Do I see any symbols carved on them at all?
You do not, but as you walk up to them, right below your feet, you look. There is a magic circle.
Son of a bitch!
And
Fran.
as you step through it, you hear you all hear Fran go, "Son of a bitch." Seraphina goes, "Fran," and then that blood carved magic circle into the floor turns on.
Oh,
Fran, try to make a dex save with a DC of 6.
DC of 16? Dex save?
Yep.
Nah, I like 6 better.
Okay, my dex save is +3, so let's see what I get. Oh my god. I got a 16!
Damn.
Just as it goes off, you jump out of the way, and suddenly everything that was inside that circle is gone. The parts of the bodies that are outside the circle, the blood is still there, but the parts of the bodies that are outside the circle are still there. Everything that is still there is gone. And you
recognize the symbol of the magic on the floor?
do.
Do.
It's a teleportation.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, you would have that would have been fun.
What is going on?
And from that far hallway that is here, you all begin to hear it clicking now.
So Fran's gonna immediately go back to the room.
Fran, what is going on? You're acting really weird.
No. Magic circles, teleportation, dead bodies, lots of them. Something's coming.
And as you say that, you all look down that hall, and you see not one, not
Oh, fuck that.
3 Rel, brain-like creatures that have beaks and tendrils that seem to be clawing and crawling around the ceiling as they begin to enter and spread out. Yes, you all completely see them, and as you see them, another thing occurred. One is clicking, another silent moving along the ceiling line towards you, and the other one, its beak open, and there's odd, less than human voice.
Oh no.
And at this
Let's
time,
just kill them first.
I'm gonna get us theme music.
Dun, 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 dun.
What are y'all in for? Like a little bit of horror, a little bit of
I don't even care.
Since I've been playing Final Fantasy,
Oh,
I
no.
like the fight music from there.
Have the Final Fantasy VII remake specialty background on the PS4, so that's all you ever hear when you turn it on.
So I've got it ingrained in my mind because I used that to watch Golden Girls.
Yes, she does.
Yes, I do.
So, as this goes on, you can hear more clicking in the background as well. The 3 that have arrived are not the only thing heading your way. And so, as we have already rolled for initiative, we will start from the top
Uh-oh.
with Calypso.
Oh boy, let's see.
Okay. Sam and me.
Okay, so we are. So this trap right here is for sure not working, right?
So yeah, the trap in front of you appears not to be working. No one has investigated it, so it appears not to be working.
Standing right on top of it, so it best not be working.
Shit. Hold on, let me-
They're so cute.
There we go.
The grill.
Yeah, out of character, they real cute.
Little tentacle baby.
Ooh, tentacle baby. Oh my
We're in
god.
my little mini campaign. Whenever they were like, I want to eat.
Oh no.
Remember? They like.
Yeah.
A little baby calamari.
Ooh, tentacle baby.
Right?
Oh shit.
Right. So you're going to cast Scorching Ray. Do you need to roll to hit for that?
Mm-hmm.
You create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. You can hurl them at one target or several. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage. So I'm gonna shoot them at, I guess, all 3.
All right, so 1 at each. So go ahead. Do you need to roll once for all 3, or do you roll for independently for all?
Make a ranged spell attack for each ray.
Okay, so you'll roll 3 different rolls.
5, 17, and 9. God damn, what's with these rolls?
So only 1 hit. Which one do you want to hit?
The one that's making noise.
The one that's clicking, or the one that's going?
Oh, I thought it was both. I guess the one that's clicking?
So the one that's clicking is this one up here.
Yeah.
You go ahead. You reach past your teammates, and you cast hitting. Roll your 2d6.
Boop. What is that? 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 damage?
Alrighty. Alright, so you deal 7 damage. And as you go ahead and do so, do you do anything else?
Yeah, I guess I'll just sit here. Don't do anything else.
I'm not going to get closer. I'm just going to attack and keep my distance.
Pretty much. I am a glass cannon. I am not moving.
That's a good way to be about it. All right, so next on the line is going to be Jack. Jack, you are the furthest away, and it was kind of hard for me to just. Oh,
Yeah.
Ragnar is the furthest away. So Jack,
I can't hear what you guys think.
you're pretty far back, but you can see over them these things floating towards the ceiling. You've never seen anything like this. In fact, it's damn near terrifying that it seems one of them seems to have the voice of a young woman calling for help.
Yeah. I can't hear. I can't hear a damn thing.
Oh, okay. The music. So,
Can he turn it down?
yeah, so
Yes,
if you
Probot.
click- if you click on Probot, if you right click on Probot, you can actually drag the audio down.
Didn't he have to hear you for you to explain that to him?
Hold on.
Alright.
There we go.
You're good?
I think the music might be overpowering.
Yeah, he can't hear you, Aaron. You should go help him.
Alright, so, Kuru, right click on Probot, and then, drag the audio down.
Drag it down, drag it down, drag it all But you're right, these little calamari babies are cute.
They are cute. They got
Little
little.
babies.
Okay.
Little tiny baby. Oh my god.
So I'm gonna go ahead and play.
Or nothing.
Oh no, Drax. Drax said his cat just stole his burger.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Did he just like grab it and then run away with it? Or like
Oh my
just setting
god.
up for a second and then it was gone?
That is a master of crime right there.
What's that music?
The
Must
music.
have been one hell of a burger though. That was like, damn, that looked good.
Well,
Right.
that's what
Man.
means that he needs to feed that baby.
Starting the music back up.
Woo.
All right. What do you choose to do, Jack? What do you choose to do?
Which way you going, Jack?
Yeah.
Is there anyone currently in my way?
There is the dead corpse that is smoldering. Then you have your 3 teammates here. It does make it hard for you to hit the one that is right at the top here, but you have a direct line of sight on this one directly across from you. That is the one making the voice of
Woman.
Woman.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a crossbow bolt at the one that I can see.
Alright. So go ahead and do your range attack.
Hey, thanks, Lolo. Thank you for the raid. Thank you.
Going for the hit.
Let me shout you out. I forgot to shout out X Raider.
Yep. Just your
How was
range attack.
Phasmo? How was Phasmo? How was Stream? Thank you for the raid. We're in combat right now. I just blew some shit up.
Alright, so you rolled a 6?
Yep.
Alright, so that does not hit you. Fire.
What?
Terrell kind of slithers side to side.
Oh my goodness.
Hits the
Y'all,
ceiling, it bounces
y'all.
off.
Thank you for the double raid. Y'all are
As
so
it
gay.
does.
Thank you.
Next up,
Hopefully you guys had fun with stream. Welcome, welcome.
so the three
Welcome,
of
new
them are
people.
going to
I'm
go
Literal
ahead and
Demon. I'm a
one
Void
is going
Demon
to
variety
quickly,
streamer.
almost
I do a little bit of everything in here, but we mostly do
quick to the top corner
writing
right
streams, but they were
by,
playing D&D. We're in combat right now.
Fran. The other one works its way over.
What?
Works its way over, and as it runs by, Fran, you get a.
Oh my
you get an
god.
opportunity to attack
Holy shit.
running past you.
Going to take
Your white daddy being behind you in the rain jump scared me. Holy fuck. Well, thanks for the triple raid, guys. Holy
I don't know
fuck.
if Aaron counts diagonally.
When it goes past you.
Yeah,
So
we're in
if it's
combat
within a
right
5
now,
foot
though.
space,
So
even if it tries
I'm gonna get back to
that
D&D. Thank you guys for the raid.
space,
Hold on, let me shout
so
everybody out.
essentially, the Drell is right here, right? It's trying to
Actually,
move.
Lolo, can you do it? My
all
fucking
the way.
chat's being stupid. Can you shout out both
For it to do that, it has to
who
go
was it?
past Fran.
Bubble Tea
So this
and
space and this
Rosie?
space would be considered Fran's space. So it's going to get here no matter what. But if Fran
Thank
doesn't hit it
you.
and stop it, it will actually get to its destination.
Hopefully you guys had a great stream, though. Thank you
And
for
then
the raid,
only if it
guys.
moves past
I really
me,
appreciate
that's
it.
when I can hit it.
Yes.
So, Aaron, I'm gonna use my monocle ability of True Strike.
Okay.
Meaning that I get
It shouldn't be too much longer.
All right. All right.
Holy monocle.
I'll probably send out an announcement for it.
Monocle, barnacle boy.
Goddamn
Below
barnacle
the
boy!
monocle.
And I will be attacking with my longsword. This is an FYI.
Oh my god.
So the first roll is an 18. Second roll is a 2. So I'll take that 18 plus 3.
So you stop it before it gets directly in front of Calypso, and you strike it. Roll your damage.
Yes, absolutely. It's a D8. Why is it that I'm grabbing all my D12s now?
Yes.
Oh, wait. That'll be a flat 8.
Oh, nice. All right. So you
I
go
don't
in.
think I get any bonuses. Let me double check. Just to be sure.
Yeah, normally the weapon would say if you got bonuses.
Yeah, the weapon itself doesn't say that I get bonuses. That's why it's a flat 8. However, you have abilities that might allow more.
Yeah, now go for it. You got plenty of time. We're in the middle of combat. I don't think it should take too terribly long, but D&D is going to run a little long. It's going to run a little bit over past 11:30.
I get it. Yeah, I'm a bard. I get at least one. So I'm gonna spend that bardic inspiration to do an additional.
Oh my goodness, y'all are so gay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the sub, the gifted sub to Bubble Tea, Lolo. Hi, Oki-chan. Welcome to the Void. Hopefully you enjoy your time here.
Oh, running away.
Those emotes are adorable. Meow.
That's 9 additional damage.
All right. It's nice. So your blade comes down on it, cutting off one of its tendrils, and you kind of moon. This slash is kind of this moon crescent slash that you do, and you also scrape across a couple of its other tendrils.
Oh, thank you.
But there's still probably more than a dozen tendrils flailing about. Let's see. Okay. And so it stops right there.
Yeah, those are adorable.
As you slice at it, it's going to go ahead
and so those Oki-chan's emotes.
Try to attack Seraphina.
How dare.
So
Calypso?
I'm sorry, Calypso, yes.
I like my
Could
spot.
I now make an opportunity attack?
Do you have an ability that would allow you to like deflect an attack or something along those lines? Because right now it's just taking its turn.
Okay, so it's not trying to move towards her. It's just
she's still within 5 feet of it.
Oh, I thought you said it was attacking me.
It is attacking.
I have sneak attack, but I don't.
Ooh, no, send it. I haven't seen it.
No.
Okay.
So it's going to go ahead and go for an attack. Go ahead.
I was trying to protect you, baby.
Oi, don't get lost.
My armor class is
Alright, so it has multi-attack. So it's going to attack once with its tendrils and once with its beak.
What the fuck?
Ew.
And that's going to be a 17 to hit with the tendrils.
Ooh.
That is going to be 1d10.
Oof.
Holy 1d10 for tendrils?
Damn. Can't imagine what the beak is.
And that is going to be 1d10 plus 2. So it's going to be 8 damage. The tendrils are barbed. If you ever get the chance to look at their actual picture, they are extremely barbed. Very nasty.
Very nasty. Icky.
Reaches out and slashes at your face, cutting your cheek down into your neck. And then as it does so, it leaps at your face in order to try to bite at you with it. And that's going to be plus 4 to attack, so that's going to be a 19.
I'm gonna shield.
Hey, so now that it's leaping and actually moving to be on her, can I now make an opportunity attack?
So it's still in its space, but it can attack diagonally within a 5-foot space. So if you look at where you're at, okay, you are directly in front of it. Okay.
Wait, was it 19 to hit or
19 to hit?
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was 19 damage. I was like, holy shit.
So when I click on this, do you see that circle that it creates?
Yeah.
Okay. That is its range of attack for a 5-foot space. Same for you.
Okay.
So anything that is like the 3x3 square around you is a 5-foot space.
You can attack the one that's diagonal to you.
Oh my fucking god, that emote is so goddamn cute. Do we get to get those? Because I'm going to use the fuck out of that.
And so what ends up happening, it's 19 to attack you, and with the beak, and that's going to be 2d4, but you use your shield, correct?
Yeah.
So you react with your shield spell.
Fuck yeah.
Negating it, and what you see is the beak wide as it basically comes in wide, and its beak is probably about easily a foot wide open, and it bites down on your shield no more than probably 2 or 3 inches from your face as the shield manifests a golden wall.
That thing can
And
almost
kind of
eat
tries to
me.
dig into it. It's like a feral animal. As that shield then breaks and it backs away. The other Grail, this one up here, is going to attack Fran.
That thing can
and it
almost
also has-
eat me. Holy
It
shit.
also has multi-attack, so 16 plus 4 to the tendril attack. So that's going to be 20 to a hit.
Yeah, that hits. I'm just a bard, man.
You're talking such smack. It's like you're like, try me, bitch. And then it's like, does that hit? Yeah, I'm just a
I
bard,
didn't
man.
look. I didn't say he couldn't hit me. I'm just saying, try me, bitch. If he's gonna try to take me out, that's a different story. Because
You
I
better
promise
take me
you
all
will
the way
not.
out. Is what
Damn.
I'm saying.
Promise you, he will not.
That's going to be 9 damage from the tendril, and then it's going to try to bite at you as well.
Try me. Try me.
That's going to be 14 plus 4, so that's going to be 18 to hit.
Jesus.
He hit. In fact, I hold up my arm for him to bite.
Oh my
You throw up your
god.
arm as it goes to bite you, and it bites down. It's going to do 2d4. It only does 2 damage. It rolled 2 ones.
Damn, F.
You're remembering that this jacket was a gift from A, as like, hey, it's really durable, it's really nice, it kind of does a lot of protection for
Like,
you, you know.
son of a bitch, you better not mess up this fucking coat.
And it bites out. It does 2 damage. You cringe a little bit because it's almost like a sawing from the beak. It's almost like it's trying to saw open. The last
We have
and the last one is going to also come directly at you, Fran, as you're like right there, in the front, and it's going to swing at you as well.
Ooh.
That's gonna be
you
9.
just can't keep them off, you know?
That's a 13. Does a 13 hit?
Does not.
Okay. And then it's going to try to use its beak. So it swipes at you, and you kind of just dodge as the other one's gnawing on your arm. And that's going to be less than a 13, so that's a 7 plus 4. So that doesn't either. So as you're like dealing with the one that's directly in front of you up north, the other one comes at you, and you kind of dodge it. You're like, hey, no, fuck you. All right? Fuck you, all of you. And
You don't
now...
mess with my cut.
I like your cut, G.
And then from there, it's going to be Gragnar's turn.
Yeah, I might feel. So are these doors open?
Yeah, they're open.
So if I move to like here, can I see those two that are attacking Fran?
You would have direct line of sight on technically all 3 of them, with one of them having partial cover. Because it's got this wall. This wall right here is kind of partial cover. That angle. So if you were to go here, okay, you would have line of sight that would lead you to have vision of this space. So you can see this one directly. You can see this one directly. This one has partial cover because it's around the corner.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Put me here. I have an idea. I'm gonna hate to use this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna drop fucking the fuck's it called? Ashen Form, because I don't think I can cast spells using that. So yeah, we're gonna drop that. I'm gonna activate Mantle of Flame, so you know I'm on fire, and then I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
Ooh, on which one?
2 here, 2 here.
Okay. You cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
3rd level gives
go
me an
ahead.
additional 1. Gives me additional, yeah. So I get 4 total.
So go ahead and roll.
Hold on, I gotta remember what my spell attack is.
You need to meet a DC of 13 or more.
Fuck, one of them missed. Hold on. That's 2. God damn it, only 2 of them hit. Yeah, I'm missing with my spell attack, so I guess 1 each.
Alright, so you attack 1 each, roll your damage 1 each. And Calypso, we'll go ahead and we'll worry about your spell attack for the next round.
8, 9, 10, 11,
I add that onto the damage, right?
So when the spell attack is like when you roll to attack, that's what you add.
That's funny.
Sorry, that's
Both of them take 7 damage. I have to add my damage from. Hold on. 7 plus. They both take 10 damage.
Okay, they both take 10.
Yeah, because of Mantle of Flame. And that is my turn. I was hoping that more of those would have hit, but I rolled a 5 and a fucking 3.
Hey man, you're doing good. You're doing good. Next would be Fran.
Hi, I'm Fran.
I just picture it gnawing on your arm. You just look at it and hi, I'm Fran.
Hi, how are you?
It's both nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
So it's my turn. With the motherfucker chewing on my drip. Is he still attached to my arm?
Yeah, he's still biting down on it like he's trying to like do more damage.
That's pop it. Twist it. Let's see. First of all, I'm going to use Inspire.
Oh
all
my
for
goodness.
party members.
All right.
That's not. It doesn't say that it's an action or like a passive. But it just says you can inspire an enemy who's like within 60 feet. So even Gragnar is inspired at the moment.
Hey, I don't know what that does, but hey.
So, essentially, it's inspiration. That would be an action or a bonus action.
It doesn't state that it's a bonus action, is what I'm saying. Normally, it would say use a bonus action to inspire an ally within 60 feet. It just says inspire an ally within 60 feet. Give them a bonus 1d6 on one ability check. Attack.
What's our scheme? How you be doing? How you be doing?
Bardic inspiration. So,
So Bardic inspiration. Inspire.
so that would be an action.
So
That
we
would-
get
Everyone in the party gets an additional 1d6 for an ability, attack roll, or a save.
Yep, and that would be your action technically, because that's how Bardic Inspiration works. So you use your action and basically bump everyone in the area who's an
Right.
ally.
Bardic inspiration isn't an action. That's what I'm saying.
Give me just a second.
I think you broke the DM. It's broken.
Oh, fuck.
I rarely played bar. Actually, this is my first game.
I still have just. Oh my
I-
god,
I
of
have
course.
Nothing good
Oh, it
would
is
be
a-
coming from damn bars.
Of course you do.
You can't take my action away. That means fuck. That means so useless.
No, it wouldn't. I mean, but with Bardic Inspiration, every bard can use a bonus action to give a Bardic Inspiration die to another creature, or most often another character in the party. A player with a Bardic Inspiration die can spend that die by rolling
Yeah.
as a result of an ability check, attack roll. So it's your
Okay, so
bonus action, and you
Does
can give
say
it to
an
one person.
ally.
Yeah,
An
you can give it
ally.
to one person within 60 feet.
So
Oh,
I
thought
will
it was
give it to.
Pick me, my lord.
Yeah, you hear Manly. He's sitting on my desk next to me.
Because I've been super overprotective.
Right, Manly's so cute.
So you use your bonus action to give Calypso an extra D6. What do you gonna do?
I'm reading up on my character real quick. Again, I'm just.
It's
I don't know
alright.
how to play. I've never played bards before. Give me a second.
How dare you not have the entire encyclopedia of D&D down?
Banned. SMH.
Back, hurry, the beast is upon me.
The beast is
This is
upon
upon me.
the beast. Foul beast.
No.
Did we ever do anything with the metal sign Seraphina stole?
Didn't Garum give it back?
What happened?
Garum gave it back. That's why I started calling him a narc.
I remember we took it back.
Yeah, no, y'all took it back. It's still in the cart.
Oh.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, with our puppy.
Oh yeah, we do
Greg
have a pup.
and,
Oh yeah, Greg and fucking Toast.
oh, this
You're
is
the
it.
best boy.
I do have an ability, and I didn't even know this was a fucking thing for bards. I can teleport up to 30 feet.
Since when the fuck can bards teleport?
It's their-
Third level, motherfuckers!
Mm.
I am way past third level, so I'm gonna.
You're gonna
And
poof?
here's the thing. It's not even a question. When I teleport, gives me resist for that entire route.
Damn. If I would have known that, I would have had a different
Also-
plan.
It's also the type of bard you are.
So with that, I'm actually going to teleport to right between these two. I'm just changing position. And because I have resist for the rest of the round, now I'm going to attack them. I'm going to stab them with my one sword.
Big ol' shanky shank stabby stab.
My one sword.
Van.
Let me see. What? Okay, I can definitely do that. I need to find out how much bardic inspiration I start with. Where the fuck is it?
It should be on your character. If you're looking on the character app,
Yeah, I am.
okay, you're going to go ahead
Oh,
and
inspiration can increase spell damage / healing. Doesn't tell me how much I start with.
so essentially, whenever you're taking a look at it, you'll scroll over until you get to where it shows like your proficiency, your strength with your weapons,
Yeah.
and I believe it would be under your resources. So you would
The resources?
so up in the top right hand corner, do you see where it says resource?
No. What are you looking at?
So I'm looking at on your character page. When you scroll over to where you see all your weapons, it's right after you see your strength, wisdom, intelligence, charisma, minor stats.
Yeah, I'm on that one.
Okay.
Oh, my inspiration is 2d8. I have to roll that. 1 second.
No, so you can give an inspiration to somebody, which is a d6, and then the 2d8 is when you go to. Fuck. Second. It's also been a minute.
Yeah. Bards are weird.
So your specific inspiration die is a d8. So Seraphina or Calypso, when you go to roll, you'll roll a d8, not a d6. That's what it is for the particular bard that Beck is playing. It's a d8, and so you have two of them that you can hand out.
Oh, one is going to me then.
Again, it'll take a bonus action to. Well, you can use it now to. Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, so I'm going to attack them. I'm going to do a /5, and I'm also going to use that bardic inspiration to do the psychic damage.
All right, and which one are you attacking?
The one that bit my fucking arm.
So this one.
Yeah, that one. Let's see. I get advantage. Okay, 19 on the die. That hit.
Yeah, that hits. You gotta get 13 or higher. You hit.
Oh, okay, so then now it's gonna take the psychic damage, which is 2d6 of psychic damage that's turned up to a 2d8. But and this is where I am sorry, GM. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of math. It
So it's-
also says
You're doing
because
You're doing 2d6s because that's what the ability says. You're just using your bardic inspiration to do it.
right. So here's the thing.
Oh
I
no.
read this last time, and I can tell you it now, and I'll show it to you in person if I have to. It also says your bonus psychic damage increases to 3d6.
Okay, so you do
So
3d6.
3d6 instead of 2d6.
Correct.
Hey, bards What?
Mhm.
Bards sound like this very
Mm.
They weren't always. It's 5 and 1.
Nah, bards are strong as shit.
That's 12? Yeah, that's 12. Damage.
You're doing 12 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you essentially teleport behind it, splashing it in the back of its brain cave. Almost directly down the center of the cerebellum. And you just... Suddenly, there's this clear ick and ooze that sprays out from the back end onto you. And it shrieks in pain as you do so.
Wait, is that the goopies that was on the floor?
And I do have resist for all of the rounds.
Okay.
Until my next round.
Alright. And with that, we're going to go ahead and jump over to Sam. It is your turn. One of these things is directly across from you. Here. Another one is 10 feet away. And another one is around this corner, which gives it half what is it called?
Half covered?
Half cover. So you would be attacking this one with disadvantage, but these two you have regular attacks with.
Okay. So I'm gonna work on the one that's currently trying to get at Calypso.
Okay.
I'm just going to put my leg right against its noggin and like blast the fucker.
Roll to attack.
Alrighty. Hold on one sec.
Ba-dum.
17.
Damn.
17 hits. You raise your leg up. Suddenly, the creature is again focusing on Calypso as it's gnashing its teeth and trying to swing at her. And you pull your trigger. Roll your damage.
Okay, so that'll be 1d8. That's 2. Hold on, I'm using the roll module here, so I'm getting used to like typing it out.
You're fine.
Five.
Like the sound it makes. Boop.
You fire, and as you do, it pierces the beak of the creature, spinning it in place. You hear the crack of the beak as the top part of the beak breaks off, and it ends your spear leg. Essentially fires and lands on the wall here, piercing the wall. Probably
Damn.
about a solid inch. Again, you're so close, and the power from that hit, it spun it. And the creature, jagged beak, it turns itself to face you, gnarling and snarling. Do you do anything else?
I'm gonna use my bonus action for a 2-weapon attack, so I'm gonna use my cutlass to slash at it again.
Okay.
So hold on. That is a 22, baby.
All right. So you go ahead and do another swing at the creature. And tell how much damage do you do? Six.
That is a 3. Or, I'm sorry, a 6. Because I rolled 2 3s.
All right. So you turn around, and as that goes off, it bends around, it looks at you, it snarls, and you bring down your blade. Is this almost ballet-like attack of raising your foot, firing, using the momentum to twist yourself and bring down your blade, slicing across the side of its brain, and again that white, pussy substance sprays out as it shrieks. You then go ahead and land back on your foot, and it is now Calypso's turn.
Oh, last thing. I was just going to use my final action to reload.
All right. So you, as you do all these attacks simultaneously, you pull the spear out of your leg. It whips around you and lands directly back into your leg, and you strike a pose.
Oh shit! Superhero pose.
We got fucking Bayonetta over here.
So did the one that she attacked die?
No, it didn't die, but it is hurt. It's currently dripping this white pus-like liquid from its brain, and its beak has been broken.
I guess I'll cast. Cast Firebolt at the one that Sam. Excuse me, the one that Sam hit just now.
Okay, so this one. All right, so you go ahead and roll your 3 attacks.
Oh, I think it's just one. It just says you hurl a bolt of fire at the creature.
Okay.
Object you can range, make a range spell attack against target. On hit, target takes 1d10 fire damage.
All right, so go ahead and roll your attack. Yes. 10 does not hit. It is hyper aware that it is injured, and you point your finger towards it, and it's almost as if the creature nods its head in your direction. You fire, and it pulls itself closer to the ceiling, as it is in fact hanging from the ceiling. And it just barely misses. You can actually see the heat off of the vapor, off of the pus that's like vaporizing from your blast, and it hisses in your direction again. Looking at both of you, realizing you can almost tell that it realizes it's in a bad position. Do you have any other actions or bonus actions?
I do not.
With that, we're going to go down to Jack. Jack, what are you going to do?
The one that's hanging from the ceiling.
Yep, this one right here.
Yeah. How high up is it?
About 10 feet in the air.
10 feet? Alright. I'm gonna have Jack stab it in the face. And whatever remains of its face.
Yeah! Stab it in the face!
Jack,
Grab his dick!
area that looks like his face.
Yeah, man. Grab his dick and twist it! Yeah!
Twist that dick. Oh my god. This is a D&D fight.
As you run up, go ahead and roll your attack to just like stab it straight in the fucking face.
Wouldn't it be twist that beak? Twist that beak!
No, because then it wouldn't be the meme. It's not funny anymore. You damn skippy.
That's 20.
Damn.
Hey! Okay, so you can roll one dice and double it, or you can roll the number of dice twice.
Damn.
So one dice twice, or the number of dice twice?
Why
Yep.
are my alerts not going
One of those
off?
two.
2d8 plus 2.
Alright. So how much damage is that?
Hold on. You think I'm afraid of some? You think I'm afraid of some tentacled ass brain? I've seen even worse in punches. I will show all three of you what fear truly is. 15.
All right. So you go ahead. You run up. You actually stab it through the mouth.
Oh my goodness.
As you stab it through the mouth, its beak begins to twitch, and it's gushing that white ooze that seems like brain matter or pus or something at you.
Oh, should we
Tendrils.
call you Jack the Impaler?
Oh my god.
And
Banned.
it goes limp for a split second, but it's still attached to the ceiling. You pull it out, and it still sits there, but it is bloodied. It is beaten down, and it seems like it's on its last leg. It's barely holding itself up to the ceiling.
Still not dead?
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
You got a whole
So
lollipop there.
With that being the case, because Jack's a battle master, he's absolutely mad, he can make another attack.
Oh.
And it's not going to hit it before.
You go to swing at it, and it just ever so slightly leans back, just again barely hanging on to consciousness. And with Jack, it is ending their turn. Is that the end of your turn, Jack?
Okay, so I need a bit of clarity on this one thing.
Yes.
All right. So, with the battle master archetype, he also can utilize a superiority dice, which just gives an extra attack at it. I just want to know for future reference.
So yes.
The one I took.
Go ahead.
The one I took was frightening. According to that, I can cause one creature I hit to take superiority die for extra damage, and it must make a wisdom save where it's frightened for the rest of the round. That's for the hit. That would have been for the hit, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that would have been for the hit if you use your superiority die for it, so that's bonus attack. So you would have to declare that you're using that on your attack, and if it hit, it would be.
Alright, I just needed that for clarification. We're all good.
No problem. Alright, so it is barely hanging on to its life. It is going to go ahead, and suddenly it's going to try to leap at Sam.
Ooh.
And I mean leap onto. It's going to try to jump onto you, Sam. It's going to make a strength attack to grapple you.
Oh. Which one is doing that again? I'm sorry.
So this one here.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if it was the one next to me, fuck.
Yeah.
If it's gonna leap, wouldn't Jack have a advantage?
It's still within. He's still within the 5-foot area of Jack. Because on this counts, this whole 3x3 space counts as within that 5 feet.
So if he's jumping on me, would I have an opportunity? Because again, he's moving.
So it's going to roll a strength, and I need you to decide if you're going to make a dex to dodge out of the way or a strength to fight back.
I'm gonna try to dodge.
Okay. So go ahead, roll yours. I'm going to roll mine first. I'll tell you what the number is. You're going to try to beat it.
Except for dexterity, correct?
Yes. And this creature is going to roll a... What is... Go. Let's get a +2. It rolled a 11.
Hold on. So does that have to be higher or lower than my, passive dexterity?
So you want to roll to get out of the way, and essentially you're going to try to beat an 11.
Okay, hold on.
No! Leave my dice alone, ho!
Hold on, my stupid.
Not a vibe.
Not to fire this hole.
No, it has failed to vibe check.
Oh, it's also an 11, so it matches it.
So you match it. So you matched it, which means you get out of the way just barely by the skin of your teeth. You see the tendrils that as it leaps at you, its tendrils are reaching for your face, specifically to wrap through your mouth. In fact, one of the tendrils is barely scraped by your mouth as you get out of the way, and you move over to the side here, and it leaps through the wall, hitting against the wall, scurrying about, trying to get back up. As it does, it has multi-attack, but it used its action to leap at you, so it didn't necessarily attack. So that one it's used up its turn.
Okay, so I know I'm getting annoying asking about this, but since it's technically moved over to the space that I was, would I then get an opportunity attack or no? Since I don't?
No. Opportunity attacks are...
Hang on. Oh, if this helps, I just looked it up. The rules officially state the monster or creature that is aggressive to you or your party moves out of your reach.
Correct. It is still within your reach.
Yeah, and then you would get opportunity attack. But at this time, it is within your reach, so therefore, it is fine.
The only caveat to that is if you have Sentinel.
Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Sentinel, that's a different story.
Yeah.
So, you have dodged out of the way. Now, I'm going to ask you, do you want to dodge to where you are now, or do you want to dodge to where this dead body is?
I'm gonna dodge to where that dead body is, because I don't want to be in the middle of those three fuckers. I don't want to do that.
Okay, so I'm going to move him here. So he's still technically underneath you. I just want to be able to see your character. It's not
move that bitch.
To front. There we go. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to put him there, put you there. So yeah, you're there. You're now standing over the dead body that was smoldering, and as you step on it, it's not fully charred or cooked away. It's still some squish to it. It's just the flesh that has been burnt.
Okay. But he is dead, right?
He's dead. He appears to be dead. But y'all have not checked him. Ragnar just immediately lit his ass on fire.
I said, fuck that. Hell no. He got blown up, and then I shot him again. Fuck that guy.
But he is dead.
As far as we know.
As far as you know.
We did not. Yeah, that's the one body we did not check.
Alright. So, at this time, there are two Braille that are on Fran, and both of them are going to attack Fran.
Oh, fuck you guys. Both of you. Also, me later if y'all are still alive.
Oh my god.
That's 7. That's not enough to hit, because that's only like an 11 for the beak. And that is 10 for the tendril. So the one that originally had bit your clothes turned around, kind of confused that you were there, and swiped immediately, missing both attacks and missing the beak attack. That is 23 from the other one to slap you in the face.
So 23 to slap me in the face?
Yep.
Oh, did he pull out a glove and put it on his
No, it's all barbs.
Oh, no.
Man.
No respect whatsoever. No
you
respect
got a raw
whatsoever.
slap. You got a raw slap.
For my
Oh my god! Go stand in the corner.
I have to.
She said, "Are the tentacles ribbed for her pleasure?"
I feel no guilt for the fact you took 11 to the face. For a split second, I felt bad. I was like, "Wow, that's a lot of damage." And then you said that, and I'm like, "You know what? Never mind. You get what you deserve."
That's a lot of damage.
So you take 11, and Fran, as this hits you across the face, you can feel them ripping into your face. The tendril seriously digs into your cheek. It takes away a bit of flesh when it does.
Perfect face.
You are bleeding from the side of your face, and y'all can actually see a bit of Fran's lip hanging.
Oh.
It stings. It hurts. It's
owie.
And it's right underneath your eye with the monocle. And then that last beak attack, that's a 3+4. That's not hitting. So it takes an absolute chunk out of your face and then goes to bite at you. And in you getting hit and you being thrown kind of a bit off your balance, it misses. And with that, you hear something down the hallway, Fran.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
You hear thudding, like a large animal thudding towards you. One of the brain doggies.
Oh, I love them. They're so cute. I mean,
So it's an intellect devourer.
yeah.
And as
Like a hungry little boy looking for something to eat.
and it bounds its way. You all hear this bounding because these things are big. They're considered tiny aberrations, but in this particular moment, this one is about the size of a medium dog.
Damn.
And it bounds and it gets to this edge here. And in the distance, Fran, you hear laughter. But you hear laughter and you realize that it's not an actual noise, it's coming from inside your head.
Oh, get out of my head, you little fuck!
I need you to make a wisdom save for me, Fran.
Oh, easy shit. My wisdom is high.
You have to beat a DC of 16.
Oh.
Yeah, 16.
That's a 7 plus 6.
Well, 13.
13.
That's 13.
Yeah.
So you fail it. Fran, you are fear. Whatever's in
No,
that
I'm not.
hole. You're not?
No, I'm not.
You failed a wisdom save.
I promise you, I am not. Hang on, let me look it up once. I was reading through it. It's the type of bard I am. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Your enemies don't know what you're capable of. So if it doesn't work, it's fine. I just need to make sure.
So if I give up my action, me and my allies who can hear me, which is everyone, get advantages on saves versus charms and fright, which is essentially what you're
So that would be your action. You've already used your action for this round, so you wouldn't be able to use it until the beginning of the next round.
I'm like one of the last to go.
Let me.
I haven't used my action. It hasn't been my turn yet.
You're correct. You still can use your action. So in reaction to
You're
this,
trying to fucking kill me. That's what you're trying to do.
do you choose to give up your action in order to give advantage to everyone on wisdom saves?
Yeah. That way it also gives myself.
Roll again. Roll one more time since you already rolled once.
Fancy.
What did I have to beat again?
16.
16.
Okay, I got a 17. I just beat
So at first you feel terrified for a split second, and then you call out to everyone almost in a warning cry. What do you say? What 3 or 4 words do you say as a warning to your party?
in a warning?
Because you have to scream something out. They have to hear you.
What would Fran say as a warning against being frightened? Hunt it like a ball!
And everyone, you suddenly feel inspired.
I feel inspired.
As Fran says that, it's as if they're saying it to themselves as much as they're saying to you. Because for a split second, there's this look of fear, like punch it like a ball, and then all of a sudden they come back to themselves, and even though their face has been messed up, and Fran, for a split second in your voice, you hear something go.
What do I hear it go?
You hear a voice go interest. And then all of you simultaneously hear this. Bring them dead or alive.
I prefer being alive.
And as you hear that, let's see, whose last turn? It was the Grell that just happened, right?
Yeah. That
Okay, so
one.
Ragnar, you hear a voice in your head say, "Bring them to me, dead or alive. We will harvest them like the others." And then it's your turn.
So I'm not gonna lie. I'm assuming I can see this thing.
Let's. Well, you are far away, but yes, you do. You barely see this
Okay.
thing bounding through the hallway. A
I
giant
don't-
ring with dog legs, like with claws and shit.
No.
I don't know how because of like the grouping of like how this hallway's made up. I'm not sure how this is gonna pan out.
Not
I'm gonna-
blow something up.
I'm gonna cast Fireball right there.
Oh my god.
Okay, Ragnar.
Aaron, can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
What is the order that people are going in?
So we're going Calypso, Jack, Rail, then Gragnar, Bron, Sam.
This is my last
So I
third
should've
level
gone
spell.
After the Grell.
No, it's Gragnar, then you. I'm showing it up on my screen. I have it here.
I think you got me and Fran mixed up because I went before Fran.
Yeah.
You go last, Sam.
Oh yeah, but I just went. Like my turn just happened before Fran, so I think you got me and Fran switched.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
I'm confused. I was like, hang on a second. Because I was about to state that just because I gave up my action doesn't mean that I'm giving up my.
Yeah, you're not giving up your turn. You were being attacked by the Grail.
Yes.
Okay.
Then it should have been my turn.
Well, after the Grail is Gragnar. Gragnar got a 16. Then it's your turn. Then it's Sam. And then we go top the line. We did Calypso, we did Jack, and that's when the Grail attacked.
Just confused, but so long as I didn't lose my turn, that's all I care
No,
about.
you didn't lose your turn. You're right after Gragnar.
But yeah,
Gragnar, you choose to shoot Fireball right here.
literally, yeah, right there at the end of the hall, and that should be, it should go to here, but I'm not like that. This is 25 feet. I'm not sure how the hallway is gonna handle that because it's very narrow and fireballs.
So Gragnar, you're trying to aim past.
Pretty
not
much
just
past it,
one,
trying to like kind of like. Pretty much trying to like counter for not blowing Fran up.
So Gragnar,
No, you're
you are
Oh,
so
no.
short that
Hold
you're
on.
aiming under Seraphina's legs, and everybody else is on the ceiling in your direct line of directly in the middle of the hall.
There we go.
So you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. For some reason, Discord was like, "Yo, watch this! It's extra crunchy time."
All right. So you are going to fire. You can
Oh,
fire
my
between
goodness.
Seraphina's legs, no problem. These guys are on the ceiling. Okay. But you're going to hit him. You're not going to aim behind him. You're going to hit him. Because
Okay,
of
I'm
where he is.
okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So this circle area here.
Circle area.
So this is where the edge would be. Fran would be just on the edge of it, so Fran would need to make a dex save.
Come on.
I was trying to shoot behind him. I thought it was small enough.
Do you continue to shoot fire?
No, because we're gonna blow
You know what?
Fran
Fuck
up.
it. Do it.
Are you sure?
It
Fuck it.
might cauterize the wound.
I shoot fireball.
Oh my god.
You shoot fireball, and it catches 2 of the creatures. This one, and this one. Okay, and then there is Fran here. Okay, so yeah, you got to make a dex save.
My DC is not high. Wow, I thought it was higher. 13.
13. So the Grell makes it. So you'll take half damage. You'll take half damage. Yeah, you have to beat a 13 to take half damage.
Does a 13 on the die work?
Yes.
Yes.
So you'll take half damage from the fireball.
Don't worry, I rolled like shit.
Oh god, this motherfucker rolled a
Do you
3.
understand how many Grell have been chewing on my arm today? I don't think you understand.
So the intellect devourer is going to go ahead and take full blunt. Fran and the Grell will take half damage.
Yeah, I rolled fucking terrible.
What's the roll?
Hold on, I gotta add Mantle of Flame. That's an extra 3 damage. I'm on fire, so it adds extra. It adds extra damage. 3 though. It's only 3. So that is a total of 26 points of fire damage.
Woo!
Okay. So you take 13.
Off
Fran.
of 8d6? I don't know.
You take 13, Fran. The Grell takes 13. The Grell, and the intellect devourer takes a full on quite a bit. He takes that full 20 something.
27. Hold on. 26? 26.
Takes on that full 26. The intellect devourer goes up in absolute flames. It had 25.
Yes! Yes! I knew it was a good idea.
So you cast Fireball, Fran. You go shit, and you almost hug the Grell in front of you. You almost hug trying to get out of the way, and you can feel the back of your clothing.
Almost. I do hug it.
You
I
hug
want
it
it to
trying
be
to get away.
no. I want it to be one of those like cartoony moments where like the enemies hug each other, look in the distance, and go, "Ah!"
So you hop into the same space as this Grell here, and like you're both holding each other, and that Grell is shaking in fear. Your butt's on fire, and you're just like, ah! This Grell takes 13 damage. And this dude just well, here, I'll show you. He disintegrates.
Yeah, I saw that bitch coming. I was like, hell no. That thing is probably bigger than Gragnar.
It is, actually. It's probably about 3 to 4 feet tall on its own.
Yeah.
Could have rode him.
Hell no, I'm good. It was thumping and it started talking in our heads. Nah, you gotta go.
Oh, you thought that was the thing.
Yeah, that's what Ragnar definitely thinks it is. I mean, it's a giant brain on legs.
This Grell here. Let's see. It got a nat 20, so it doesn't catch fire from it. It flails itself about, taking the 13 damage, and looks back at Ragnar because it saw that red line that led forward, and it just saw it, and it sees you, and it hisses. The Grell holding on to Fran, but Fran is also holding on to it, like blinks for a second and then realizes it's holding on to it and it's like flailing about. Like, get off me!
Companions here.
Next is Fran's turn. Fran, you are currently holding on to this Grell, who is also freaking out.
With the power of love.
Oh no.
And then I lean in for a kiss.
I guess you really don't want the rest of that face, huh?
No. No, it's fine. See, what you do is you lean in for the kiss and hit it with shocking grasp.
How romantic.
How romantic. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, that'll work. So I'm just gonna sit there and like just kind of stand back for a second, dust myself off, feel the blood trickling down my chin, and be like, ugh, this doesn't. And in mid of battle, Sam, does my face need to be reworked? Does this look bad?
Oh yeah.
Bad, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Are you hurt? Anyone else hurt over there?
Calypso's pretty bad over here. She got a pretty good scrape.
Gotcha. We gotta make sure that pretty face is taken care
Oh
of.
my god.
Agreed.
So we need to make sure that her pretty face is taken care of. Okay,
Oh, you
that's
fucker.
healing word. You think I'm pretty?
I just pictured the gremlin version of Lustria popping up. You think I'm pretty?
And Sam just points her in the face like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I'm gonna use mass healing word to heal all of my companions because it's
Don't use it on me. I'm literally at full health.
But it's an area of effect thing.
Okay, I might be out of range then.
kind of. It's like 60 feet.
I'm definitely in range. Never mind.
Yeah, so you're just
That
healing.
is
How much are you healing?
it is a bonus action, so I'm not using an action. Just as an FYI.
Okay. And how much are you healing?
Let me see. Would be 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier,
Meow.
which is a +6. Make sure that doesn't get like upgraded because I have a lot of things that make like my dice actually go up.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it'll just be the 1d4 plus 6.
All right, so go ahead and roll that and tell everybody what they heal.
Everyone heal 10.
Whoa, I'm back at full health. Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, I was already there. Do I get like a complimentary?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you something that's
Well, that's some
complimentary.
shit.
It makes you feel real good. Mm-hmm.
It will make you feel real
Oh
good.
my
I got a little
god.
tinkle in it.
Get out of my dice. There is no
That's
room
my
over
turn.
here for
I
you.
just wanted to heal and like stare at the grill.
Like, bitch.
Hey, baby.
The ground.
Hey, baby. Oh my
Reminds me of
god.
my ex-boyfriend.
All right, is that the end of your turn, Fran?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Oh my god.
The growl leans forward.
Shh. Smack.
We'll talk later.
Smack you on the ass with the barbed head.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now it is Sam's turn.
What that extra health gave me a little tingling in my britches.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow.
It's canon now. Sam gets wet from healing magic.
That is canonical. That is canonical. It's canonical and it's nautical.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sailing
Anyway.
the 7 seas, if you know what I mean.
Oh no. Like a soothing ocean breeze.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I mean, there's some. There be barnacles.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I should probably kill these things. Okay, so the one above me, is it like, so how far up above us is it?
It's 10 feet in the air, meaning that technically it's right at eye level for you.
Right at eye level?
Yeah. So the ceiling in this area is about 10 feet tall.
So, like, it's above me, though, right? So I'd have to be looking up at it.
Correct.
Right?
But, like, the ceiling is 10 feet tall, so it's 5 feet, like, it's matching eye level with you because it's got long tendrils, and they're
Got
about...
you.
Yeah.
Them
Got
shit's
you. Okay.
wiggly.
So I'm going to, okay, so I'll just try to slice it with my cutlass again.
Her slice.
One sec. Okay. Ooh, that's an 8.
That doesn't hit, sadly. It has to be a 13 or higher.
No.
You swing your cutlass, and he kind of pulls himself up to the ceiling to dodge it really quickly.
Oh, that's okay. I have a 2-arm attack, so I'm good. So let me roll one more. Oh, this damn thing. That's a 10. I don't think that hits either, huh?
No, you swing and then you swing again and it dodges. And despite the fact that it looks beat to shit, it's almost laughing at you. It's like,
Ooh.
Oh, I'll fix that.
Obviously, it's like it's really fucked up, but the fact that it's able to dodge you is kind of bringing in a bit of joy. You assume, like, you're not sure if these things can feel that kind of emotion or feeling, but it's just. And is that the end of your turn, Sam?
Yeah, that's it.
All right,
can
top of
do
the round, Calypso.
I'm gonna
Firing my laser.
So Calypso's gonna see the thing laughing at Sam, and then I guess also the other two. She's just gonna be like, God, I'm fucking tired of this, and cast Rhymes Biting Ice.
Hell yeah.
Third level.
Oh,
Hell
how does
yeah.
that work? 'Cause I don't remember how Binding Ice works.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast it at third level. But it's basically a burst of cold energy emanates from me in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8. Well, I guess 4d8 because I'm casting at third level. Cold damage and is hindered by ice formations for 1 minute or until another creature within reach of it uses an action to break away the ice. A creature hindered by the ice has its speed reduced to 0. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and isn't hindered.
Okay, so Fran is in that 30-foot cold space with it.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch!
I was measuring it. I was like, hold on. Yes.
Barely, but Front is in it. Damn.
Fine, you're fine, right? Right?
Oh no.
I should be fine.
Frad's like looking really tired.
Take
Like,
one,
man, my
too.
ass just got lit on fire, and then all of a sudden they feel the air temp
Healed
drop.
everyone.
Yeah, he's like, man, I feel so much better than I've healed myself and everyone else, and he feels his temperature drop. What's that?
Oh no.
Would I need to make one also?
Yes, actually, you would.
Oh, wait, she would.
Well, shit.
Well, shit, god dang it.
Actually,
No. Don't change your mind just because Sam's in the
I've lost my leg.
Actually,
unlike
okay, so hold on. With the cone, Sam is actually not in the cone.
Damn.
How are we in this Grell getting? Well, I mean, I can see how I can. And you know what? Maybe I'm just a bitter bitch. But how is that Grell getting hit? He's behind a wall.
So that Grell is not getting hit.
I thought it was.
One next
No.
to me to the left.
You are hitting these two. You're hitting this one and this one. And, yeah. You're not hitting this one because he's not in it. You are hitting Fran because they're in it.
Well, I've already committed to it, so I guess.
All right, so you cast it. So everybody has to make a dex save. You said.
Constitution save.
Oh, Constitution save. Okay.
Constitution. Wow.
So what is it? Constitution? It's a +1, so it's gonna be a 17 for this first Grail.
Is it going against my spell DC or my?
Yes, your spell DC.
Okay, so my spell DC is 12.
Okay, so that beats your spell DC. The other one doesn't. The other one fucking rolled a 1
Oof.
with a +1 to it.
Oof.
So this one is going to take the brunt of it. This one's going to take is it half damage?
Half damage.
Okay. Fran, can you make your dex? I mean, your
Question,
Constitution.
DM.
Yeah.
Can I make a bonus action? As she is my party member, and I do see her getting prepared to cast her spell.
Do you call it out, Calypso?
I'm gonna yell out to Fran and be like, "Get down!"
Fran,
Oh shit, time to dance.
Your bonus action as a reaction. Get out of the way before it's cast. But the only space you really have
Fantastic! I grab the girl next to me and trade places with him.
Okay, so you're gonna use your bonus action to try to swap places with the Grell?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So because me and this one girl have like this, we had this moment of. Like,
Yeah, they have a moment.
I am going to pull his attention to me by grabbing him by the tentacle and then kind of like doing a ball dance.
What in the fuck? This is the 4th raid tonight! Holy shit, Venus!
Performance check, I think?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
performance check on the
Venus.
board.
Thank you. How was stream? What do we do?
Go!
Hi, Venus. Hi.
So this Grell, who has been looking at you, ready to attack you, you suddenly reach out, gently,
Exactly.
grabbing its tendrils,
Oh my god.
caressing
Oh
the
my
very
god.
barbs that have struck your own face, and you just ever so lovingly swirl it around the Grail, confused. Yes,
The
not
starting
really,
clap, fuck yeah.
not really understanding
D&D shouldn't
what's going on.
go-
Very confused. It is like waiting for an attack, only to be spun into another placeholder, and then suddenly ice attack.
This shouldn't be
So-
going too much longer, and then we're doing
And
karaoke.
that's a 3. It fucking fails.
What a loser!
You know what? As I'm spinning him in this place, I'm gonna like rest his beak and say, "I want to remember you this way."
And the Grail, again, being a creature of confusion in this moment,
Deleted.
so roll your damage.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it.
You probably put
Four-
him
Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Void. Welcome to the Void.
If
Hi,
that'll kill these
Ambrosia.
motherfuckers, I don't know what.
I know. That's why I'm like.
But don't
better
forget
work.
you
Can I also
get a
add my?
bonus.
Actually, no. I'm gonna save my inspiration. Are you fucking kidding me? 11.
So you do 11. This one, the one closest to you, only had 6 HP left. So
Damn.
so it begins to move out of the way, dodging the initial blast, but then a secondary wave of ice hits it, and its brain case begins to freeze at point blank range. You're just
Oh
hit
wait,
right
I'm
in the
sorry. I
face.
did. That's a D6, not D8. My bad.
Oh, that does say 46.
Oh, that does say 46.
My
Reroll,
bad.
reroll.
Oh, 20. Okay, that's better.
And do they get frozen in place if they fail?
Wait, what?
With the way
Get
that
frozen in place.
Yes.
okay. So Fran is here. This guy's here. This one freezes in place as it's like laughing at Sam. All of a sudden, it looks over and it goes to dodge the initial wave of cold, only for the secondary wave of just ice to hit it, and it just falls from the ceiling. It's what little life it had left. It was burning to laugh and kind of like entice you to attack it, and it falls to the ground and just shatters into large. The other two,
And Sam's gonna go.
look fucked up. The one directly in front of you here looks as if frost has built up on its body. Its tendrils stuck both to the ceiling and to itself as it was getting ready to move, and it's frozen in place. This creature here, seeming to be the most hardy of them so far, seeming to have the most life left in them, is stuck in and squeaking and squealing at you. Friend, it is pissed. It is pissed that I got put in your place and you should have been the one in.
Wait. Can I ask
double
surprise? Oh no!
Oh, what a thunk!
If a
Oh,
world to give
no.
the bird.
My love, what happened to you?
But again, this thing has no idea what the fuck is you're doing. It's just confused.
Damn.
See the cold shoulder. Look at me.
Oh my
Shut
god.
up.
Awful.
And Sam, is that the end of your turn?
Damn.
Or not Sam?
That was
Calypso.
me.
Sorry.
So you said the one in the middle is dead, right?
Who's
Yes,
next?
this one drops dead.
Okay, I'm going to move. If I move here, I can't.
Won't
move.
let you go through.
If I move
Aaron,
there,
I'm
will I get a? Will it? Yeah. Will the thing get an attack of opportunity?
Well, it's dead now, so you can.
No,
and
no,
it
no.
shatters.
If I move in front of Fran.
If you
You're
move
not
it
moving out of it.
from their range, yeah. So if you move into this space here, or you move
Can't
here,
move?
you're fine. If you try to move here and then back away, then it'll attack.
I want to move in front of Fran.
Okay, so you can move.
She can't.
I can't. The wall's in the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you can. Okay, so there you go.
It's like, why'd you put her back?
Yeah, you can move there. You're good. You can get here. You can actually move. If you move here and then you try to go around this grail, you'll move out of this grail's attack range, so it'll get an attack on you. So if you sit right here though, where you're at, you're good. You can attack.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit there.
All right.
Oh, Lady Calypso, nice of you to join me.
Well, I'm glad you didn't die just now.
You know I am too.
Fucking
Maybe on second thought I'm not, but
What? What did you say?
What do you choose to do, Calypso? Who do you choose to smack in this moment?
oh wait,
The
I have
enemy-
another attack. What?
No, oh, you're done with your turn. You're good.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, okay. I was like, wait, I get another attack?
Hey, Fran, it looks like you got something on your lip. Oh, wait.
Oh my god.
I
And then
healed that, ma'am.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look to Fran and be like, what's wrong with your face?
Yeah,
Oh,
my
you-
face.
you healed it. So, friend, you did heal it, and it's fresh, but it's scarred still. Like the way that it heals is you can actually see like the flesh growing back and trying to fill up that space, but it is still scarred a bit,
I
lightly
mean,
scarred.
Fran already has scars on his face. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
What's
So
wrong with
Extra
your face, Fran?
Extra scars.
Jack, what do you choose to do, buddy?
Did he die?
What's up? Sorry.
Well, what do
do
you
you plan
choose
to
to do?
So we got two that are still alive. Right?
Yeah, so they're frozen in place right now.
Prone.
Oh yeah, they are prone.
So anyone who attacks will have advantage.
Ooh.
I want to grab one of them and slam it against the ground
All right, so you
with
rush up.
with one good arm.
You rush up and you literally run up to this one. And the way that you do it is like with your one good arm, one good leg. You know how like people run up and grab their friends by the neck and just slam them into the ground, like they'll throw their whole body into it.
Sure.
That's what you see. It's like when somebody sticks their arm out and haymakers somebody, but they grab them by their elbow and just whop, throw them down. So you just see this like one-legged man, absolutely fucking Christ. There's so many people in this one space. Absolutely
fine.
run up and he goes to slam it by the face. Okay, so I need you to go ahead and roll an attack. So you're trying to attack it by slamming it into the ground, right?
Yep.
Are you going to use a weapon for that, or are you going to just grab it?
I'm just gonna grab it.
Okay, so I need you to use a grapple check. With
You
disadvantage.
need to if it's frozen.
Well, actually, it's prone, so you would have advantage. So
Yeah.
just a grapple check to try to grab it and slam it into the floor. And you would have advantage with the grapple check, technically.
Well, I assume with the grapple that strength.
It would like give us the DFO, but I do need to go soon since it's almost 12.
Oh,
That's 14.
okay, so it is
on the first
14.
one.
Okay, so that works.
Yep.
It's a 13 to do it. You grab them and you slam them into the floor. That's going to be 1d6 of bludgeoning.
That'd be 2.
So you grab it as it's ice cold by you slam it, and it takes 2 damage. It's sitting there dazed. Do you have anything else you can do on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna stab it while it's on the ground.
So go ahead and
Okay,
roll
then
to stab it with advantage.
Did it do damage?
Yeah, he did 2 damage to slamming its head in the
Oh,
ground.
Oh, 6. That didn't get. Let's roll the other. 11 plus 5. Okay, first one, 6 plus 5. Not 5.
So if you get a 13 or higher to stab it, what you're doing is with advantage. So you hit.
Alright. The first roll that I got was a 6. With strength would be that one hit, plus the other one that I got was 11 plus 2, so that'd be 13 right on money.
Yep. So you go to stab it, you stab it, go ahead and roll your damage.
Even frozen, I don't fear you disgusting abomination from hell. Say hello to the freaks that I killed. That'd be good.
Alright, and you deal 6 damage, and it is bloodied, it is beaten, it is still barely moving on the ground.
Why won't you die?
I don't want to.
And it is now the Grell's turn. And as they go to try to break free, there's a hum suddenly from that hallway, deep far into the hallway.
Uh-oh.
And the Grell stop moving, and inside your all's heads, you hear a single phrase. Detonate.
What?
Oh, oh, oh.
What is that?
Detonate.
Detonate.
Oh
I'm glad
And-
I'm way back here.
And suddenly you see the frozen Grell begin to undulate. Their brains begin to vibrate and expand. Even the dead one behind you begins to do so.
no.
And I need you all.
I am so glad I'm back here.
Shield.
Dex save or you shield.
Shield, 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 shield.
I'm sorry, I just picture Calypso slamming on a button. Shield, shield.
Shield, shield. I have one
Make a what
personal
save?
spell left.
Oh, what now?
And Fran is like, oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
As suddenly all 3 of these explode in a 20 by 20 phase.
Make a what save?
A Dex save.
Oh, Sam got a 6.
That's not very high.
Oh no.
Sam got a 6.
You got a 9.
I got a 13. I got a 13. No, wait.
It was a 15 to dodge.
Oh.
Hey,
I passed. Yay!
I'm not there.
Fuck
fuck
you.
over there.
Everybody just looks back at Gragnar as the anime light go up, when an explosion happens. Gragnar's 2 thumbs up in the distance. He's like,
It's just like shield, 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 shield.
So Seraphina, with your shield, you do negate the damage.
Is
Every
there a reaction that we can do?
your reaction was essentially to try to dodge to mitigate. Because this happens literally on the Grell's turn.
Wah, wah.
So essentially,
Solution: tell them no. It is illegal after that point. You cannot attack me without my consent.
No,
Okay, so-
ma'am.
Grell does 3d6 when it detonates.
Ooh.
6,
Ooh.
7, 8.
Ooh. But
That's
there's 3 of them.
damage. That's 8 damage, and let's see. Fran, you take
8 damage
technically
each?
6. You take 16 from because it's 8 from each.
Okay, 16.
Yep.
Nice.
1, 2, and that's a 20 by 21. So, Sam, unfortunately, you are just at the angle to get all 3.
Oh,
No,
So is Jack.
damn.
So that's gonna be that's
24.
24 damage from an explosion.
Fuck you.
Jack, since we're ending the session and I told you what would happen, the explosion blows you back
No.
into the summoning circle. Into the summoning circle. And you are thrust into the blood as it begins to glow.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What is your last phrase? What is the last thing you say, Jack, as you look at the party, knowing that this could possibly be the end?
Quite frankly, I enjoyed the battle.
And suddenly, blood red begins to glow as his one good hand sticks slightly outside the circle. It raises,
No.
and the one-armed
Oh.
man's hand is left behind.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh, what's this button do? Oh, I got you.
Oh, yeah.
Time.
It's fine. Blame chat. Blame chat.
All
They
in
did
all,
it.
that was actually a kick-ass last line. I just
For real?
I am picturing this really old man who's just like, frankly, I enjoyed them. Goes out like a true G, and it is just his hand left behind with a single golden ring that when you all go to pick it up, you'll realize still has the mark of the goddess that forsake him on it.
Damn. I'm so
And
glad
that
I
is
was
where-
back there. I'm pretty sure that would have killed me.
And that is where we will end the session. You have all been hit. Sam, you are thrust back into this wall here.
Oh yeah,
Sarah,
she's got 4 health points left.
God.
you hit this pillar. You hit the corner of this pillar, actually, right here. And you are left there. Fran, you are thrust into this wall that you're right up against.
Never left this wall.
Damn.
Seraphina, you stand unharmed because of the shield spell. You spam the fuck out of like, nope.
No,
No.
Nah, fam. I'm
no.
good.
I don't want none.
And we will end the session here and pick it up in 2 weeks.
Also, question for Jack: which hand had your good hand on it?
Well, the gift didn't work. God damn it.
I'm sorry, which one?
Damn.
The right one.
The right hand. As poetic justice, can I say that Sam got her right hand blown off in the blast?
Ow.
You want your right hand to be blown off in the blast?
You want to be
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
I mean,
Yeah,
she's already
I'm-
missing
I already
a
am.
leg.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta even things out. Gotta miss an arm. Now gotta be missing a hand.
If that is the case, I want you to do me a favor, okay? Because that would mean that your hand was blown off on top of having the explosion occur. So go ahead and roll a d4.
I can cauterize
Roll
it.
the D4.
Yeah, roll a d4.
Just flat.
Yeah, just flat.
Hold on.
Oh no.
How'd you get a 6? I was very confused.
20.
A 1.
A 1. You get
Oh.
slammed into that wall, and because as the explosion occurs, you raise your hand, and Grell's beak pierces through the palm of your hand and kind of chomps down out of just the fact that it's blown away. Blowing your hand off, you are thrown back in. You take additional 1 damage, representing that hand being removed. So I think you came out pretty good on that one.
Yeah. Could have rolled a 4 and
And
been
you
unconscious.
are prone. Everyone is prone except for Gragnar and
I am Gragnar.
or Calypso. I'm sorry, I need to update it. And so we will end here as you hear footsteps coming
Oh shit.
down the hallway.
Oh, fucking hell.
Wouldn't let me post the fucking GIF, but
Damn.
I'm posting y'all the link. This is exactly what it looked like, okay?
Oh
Like,
no.
Come on! Is it a link? No, it won't even go! I'm so upset. You know what? Hang on. No, this is happening.
You stretch those fingies? I got you.
Hang on.
Oh, if you click on it, and you say open original,
There it is!
Where? Oh.
That's fucking getting blown the fuck up!
if you click on it, you say open original.
Recognize what game that is from?
Hold on. Let's just have Gragnar in the corner, like, hi. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? In the arms of an angel. Oh, no.
Arms of an angel. You're blown away.
I'm stuck on how we eliminated 3 people to fight immediately.
Yep.
I knew it was a good idea. I knew it.
Giant fucking explosion. You think no one would investigate that shit?
Well, Calypso, some of us ain't fucking witches.
Here's the thing. That
Oh,
was
no.
supposed to be the last
I'm
thing
not
to go.
complaining about us fighting things. I am glad because we killed 3 enemies that I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at them on the board. I'm like, they looked kind of strong. I'm glad they're dead.
Yeah, it must be nice to be full health
Yeah,
then, right? It must be real nice.
Yeah, it's real great.
That experience must be really nice.
Don't worry. You'll get it once you're done.
Oh.
Ah.
But just so you know, those 3 that you blew up,
Yeah.
2 of those motherfuckers were in the process mind flayers. They weren't fully mind flayers.
Yeah.
Were those
Nope.
things mind flayers that got blown up
Nope.
when Ragnar fucking
Yeah. So
No.
here's the thing. They were undead mind flayers. That the ones.
Oh.
you
Even worse.
Oh, yay.
And on top of that, I want to point out that those were supposed to be like the second to last bad guys you fought.
I love this direction. We literally.
That whole door was barred so that you would eventually walk around, and y'all were just like, "Fuck that!"
Nah, fuck that. I bought explosives. We bought a Gragnar. Fuck that. Oh, that's
I'm gonna
great.
pop off, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Bye. Bye.